Hello and welcome to the musical edition of Bondi Snapshot. Today we're going to be joined by renowned concert pianist, composer, Australian musician Tamara Anna Cislowska, who had her first performance at the age of 3. Tamara also hosts one of my favourite shows on ABC Classic called Duet on Thursday afternoons. Let's hear a little bit about the wonderful world of Australian music. Hello Tamara, and thank you so much for joining us here for this very special edition of Bondi Snapshot.
Marianne, it's a pleasure to be with you.
You've been one of my idols for a long time. I love your piano playing and that fabulous show Duet. And you've been an icon of Australian music for quite some time. But you started at a very early age. Tell us a little bit about that.
The family life and situation, my home, was just filled with music.
How wonderful.
And it was so natural to absorb what was going on. My mum is a legend of piano teaching, and she then fostered my talent. I think at first she didn't really, I don't know that she wanted me to be a pianist, to play the piano, but it seemed that I actually took to it, and I really did love it.
So your first actual debut at the Sydney Town Hall, you were 3 years old. And I believe you were the youngest winner of the International Young Performers Award.
Yeah, but I wasn't 3.
No.
That was in another 10 years' time. So when I was 3, I played in the Sydney Town Hall, and the ABC came to record 10 pieces.
And you've played in some amazing places around the world. What are some of your favourites?
My favourite places? Oh, let's think. I love playing in New York. I really love the vibe of the New York music scene is so wonderful. Love playing in Europe as well, and in Asia. I think those are the main places where I've played. North and South America, Europe, and then Asia. In Europe, I feel very at home in Germany. Love playing in Germany. I was in a German ensemble for many years, maybe 7 years. Mozart Piano Quartet, which worked out of Berlin.
Your roots are actually in Poland from your father's side. Did you feel that affinity when you were in Europe?
I do, actually. Funny you say that. I did feel it when I'm in Poland, I feel very at home. When I'm in Europe, I feel very at home. But my heart is always here.
And you have some wonderful associations with Australian composers and musicians. And one of them, of course, is one of my favourites, Elena Cacciatern. You actually commissioned her to write an album for you, Unsent Love Letters.
I did. I commissioned Unsent Love Letters. It's all a tribute to Erik Satie, who was one of the most influential composers of the 20th century. When he died, no one had been to his apartment for decades. So in those 40-ish years, he'd accumulated all these love letters to the same woman. They sent the letters to her and then she burnt them. So no one ever knew what was in the letters. So that was the premise for this album. I thought, well, whose imagination could capture this? Who could do this album for me? And I immediately thought of Elena Cacciatern.
And of course the wonderful program that you've got and has just been renewed on ABC Classic, one of my favourites, Duet. Fabulous program. Tell us about that.
Look, it's a great show for me because it perfectly matches my skill set. It's about playing, it's about talking, which I love, it's about people, which I love, it's about music, which I love.
You've had over 100 different musicians on your show. That's such a diverse group and range of different performers. Is there anything you found in your conversations with them, like a common thread that draws all their experiences together?
I would have to say it's actually determination. I think it's a determination. It's some kind of inner strength that really to make it in any business, but certainly in the arts, you will be not knocked back so many times. You will be discouraged many, many times. The thing is that you cannot give up. You just keep going. And it's very, very difficult. And a lot of people do fall by the wayside. But you've just got to reach very deep, deep, deep down inside and grab that thing that will keep you going and hold on to that.
Fantastic. Well, look, I encourage everyone to join in Thursday afternoons at 3 o'clock. It's a truly magical show and I've enjoyed listening to it. And thank you very much for joining me here. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Tamara.
Thanks, Marianne. It's a real pleasure.